Welcome to my channel and thank you for watching. I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you to everybody who subscribed and sees these videos because I just reached over 100 subscribers, which for the big YouTubers isn't a lot, but for me it's certainly a milestone with the little content that I do put on. I'm very happy with the 100 and yeah, let's keep going. So today, I'm not gonna talk much about the city. I'm actually gonna talk about my minifig wall because it's kind of full, and I did buy some more of the tape. Let me grab that. So I've used this flexible tape, which is not made by Lego, and I've noticed that this new one is well, it's wider, which is nice because the other one was a little bit yellower, but it's really hard to stick the minifigs on. And for the last few times I've kind of regret putting this stuff on the wall because unfortunately when you can see maybe up in the corner it's starting to come off, but when I take it off or peel it off, I am unfortunately taking part of the wall with me. So I'm gonna completely change it. I've got some frames and I'm gonna use base plates. So here's a quick example of what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna make frames with these inside, and yeah, it'll not have that much damage to the wall, but of course I first gotta take these off and fix the wall. So here you see me heating up the tape, trying to remove it without damaging the wall, but unfortunately that wasn't really possible. I took quite a bit of wall off, which I then later filled with wall filler and sanded it and painted it. So the wall actually looked great after I fixed it and was ready to put up the new system. So yeah. This is just showing you some more of the wall, and here is the result. So here I am opening base plates, and as you can see I have to cut them to size. So each frame is actually 6 plates, but the bottom ones are 1 stud too long, so I cut it off, and I've shown a video before where I cut it off, but I basically score it with a knife until I'm through, using plates as a guide so that it cuts exactly at the end of where it should cut. Then I also marked each of the sides that I cut with this 2x1 or 1x2 plate, just so I knew where the cut was, because it was kind of hard to see, especially after I sanded it. And this is the plates for the side. They are actually short, or they were too long, 8 studs, which was nice because I cut that out, and now I have exactly 32 by 8 stud wide base plates to use in the city for small buildings. And actually I can put 4 together and have a full base plate, which would fit great under a building where I don't see them anyway. So what I did here is I first cut off the 8 studs on 2 base plates, and then on this second base plate I did the same here. But then after I cut off the 8 studs, I went back and cut off a 1 stud on the bottom, and I did that after the 8 studs so that I still had the 32 by 8 stud plates. So here I'm turning it, marking it, and turning it, and so 2 full base plates, 2 base plates with 1 stud cut off, and 2 base plates with 8 studs off and 1 with a 1 stud off at the bottom is what I needed to put into one frame, and then still it was kind of barely fitting in the frame, so I went on to sanding. So here the fun process of sanding begins. I started with a 60 grit sandpaper. I took it down to pretty much the studs, and then I continued with 120 grit paper and finished it off with 180. So now I'm gonna take a full set and put them together. So we have the two full ones on the top, two full ones with just one line missing, and then this is just short there, and then this is cut there and there. Now in order to get that right distance, I'm using just 4x4 plates. So now it's one solid plate. I'm gonna put that away. This is the frame. See if it fits. It does. Perfect. So when you put two plates side by side, there's always a small gap. So I didn't want to see the brown through the gaps, and especially in the where four plates come together. So what I did is I drew exactly where the plates met each other and drew small pencil lines. And then I came back with white paper kind of tape and put it exactly in the middle. And that way when the plates are on there, it was perfect. You just saw white between the plates, so it was, you hardly notice it. And then it was time to stick the plates to the background. So this is double-sided tape used for carpet, and I just use 3 of those per base plate to just really get it on there. Then it was time to remove the tape and slowly put the backing on there. And there we go. Perfect. In there. And so what I did now is take it out. Then it was time to remove all the plates. So I carefully loosened them a little bit with a knife because I couldn't get the brick separator in between there. And then take everything off. And then I flip them around, put some weight on it, and these actually hold all my instruction booklets. Then it was time to close up the back, and there were 4 little screws that need to be tightened, and that was it for the painting. Well, actually not quite, because the system to hang them on is something I changed as well, because I couldn't drill in my wall, so I had to figure out another way. Now I'm gonna attach the system to hang them on the frames. So what I did is I made these. This will go in the back of the painting. This will go on the wall like that, and then you just so this is the wall, and then the frame will just hang right there. So now I'm gonna glue this right here. Here we are, the finished product. So I put these on the wall, and time for the last one to go on. And there we go. I still have lots of room for more minifigs, and I'm very happy with the result. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and see you at the next video.